And 3, 2, 1. That was really, really, really beautiful music. You were listening to the archive on k-ru.org. But this time it's for Sweet Canal. What's up, everyone?
We're signing in from UMKC here in Kansas City, home of the Kangaroos on kru.org.
kru.org, and this is Sweet Canal, where it's sweet for you to listen to. What is this Sweet Canal is about? I hear about it a lot, and I just like, what is this about? And no one answers me. They just said, go ahead and listen. Are they just trying to get views? No. Maybe. But Sweet Canal discusses various topics from public interest, such as selling or buying things online, buying second-hand furniture, organizing your space, try to do your best with your time, and procrastination and donation, being good to others, and intergalactic stuff.
Yeah, we have a variety of things that we speak about on this show. Our topics and table of contents for the show changes. We are defining our segments as we move forward in this program. We hope to bring you about 16 episodes this year,
Hopefully.
up until the new year, and then we'll start up again in 2019, January, towards the middle to end.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we're bringing these programs to Muhammad. This is Muhammad's show. I support as a just a little bit of talent on air co-host, and but this is this man's show, and he's in charge. So he's making up the content. And I just support.
I appreciate it so much. Your suggestions are always taken, and I appreciate every suggestion you've given me in order to give this a better outcome. And we have successfully produced more than one episode so far. And
That's great.
yeah, there is no actual script involved. There's no, hey, let's talk about this exactly, and if we miss out on order, we'll stop or not. No.
That's right.
We have an intro, we have a couple of things to say, and then there are like 3 or 4 or 5 topics or more, depends on the timing. Sometimes we'll spend 10 minutes on a topic, sometimes less than that.
Exactly. There's free flow within the topics.
That's
that
true.
we're able to talk about a variety of different elements around a certain theme or topic, or give instances or case studies. So yeah, we're enjoying the process.
I think that's your phone.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's start with sharing the hashtag, which is KRuCanal. You can talk to us on Twitter, and we will listen to you. Thus, for those who are watching this on TV or YouTube, you can actually tune in for the live show on k-ru.org, and then go to the tab that says schedule and find out where we are or other programs are. Some of them are music, some of them are politics and other stuff. You can go there and see on Kansas City time, which is Central, right?
That's correct.
And
Central Standard.
You can listen to this live, but no video.
Videos are being produced.
Yep. We go through a montage and cut it and stuff and put an intro and so on.
And there is one episode up.
There's 2 right now.
2 episodes up now.
Yeah, 2 episodes up. The first one has like 100 or so views. It's pretty cool.
Good.
So we'd like to start with the PSA. Growing up in middle school or high school, you might get discriminated against your ethnicity. You might get discriminated against your orientation or shape or gender. But do not let that be a reason for you to take your own life, because that's not a good reason at all. There are many reasons, but this is not one of them, and there are no reasons to take your own life. Please, if you are being discriminated against for any problem or issue that you are facing, contact your teacher or counselor or principal in order to solve it. You should be accepted the way you are, and you should never change who you are. This same thing goes for adults as well. If you got fired from a job or not accepted for a job because of your skin color or a gender, do not let that be a problem. Be the solution.
That was great.
Thank you.
I agree with you. I can't say any more except that that was powerful, and thank you for that addition to our program. The PSA, always important. PSAs are really important. I like public service announcements. I like the ones that are like the literacy ones, get kids reading, and the different kind of service announcements that move people to action. This one was a little bit different, but very important and well spoken.
Thank you so much. I find life pretty colorful, and you don't deserve to live through it without colors.
Mm-hmm.
So there a couple of weeks ago there was like a suicide prevention week,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked about something on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As it turns out, suicide does not come from one reason. Oh my God, I failed. Oh, okay, I'm gone. There are a lot of reasons, and they accumulate on each other. It's like,
it's compound interest and compound baggage that is heavily weighs on soul, mind, heart. Yeah, I understand.
That's very difficult to be in that situation. However,
and I think there are a lot of people. Look at how hard life can get sometimes when you have the responsibilities that some people have. It mounts, the pressures mount. It's hard to stay afloat sometimes.
That's true.
Teams, I know for my girlfriend and I were able to work together well. It is challenging. It is really challenging being a human. It's best to work as a team when you can find that.
That's true. Finding the support around you works really well.
Mm-hmm.
Really well. We are social creatures, and we always will be, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
We just this is how we started. Okay, so since we mentioned kids earlier, there is a note about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I read it somewhere, and I'm not sure where that is. It was a long time ago, but I remembered it, so I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. If you have a child, 1 year or 0 years old, or whichever, whenever you listen to this, if you have a child, like your wife is pregnant or something, everything, make an email for them under your birthday, because they don't have a birthday yet, and send stuff to them like, hey,
that's a great idea. I like that.
Under your so make an email for them, password it, make the birthday yours, and the recovery email yours, and then send them stuff, letters, videos, pictures, and so on.
Such a great idea.
I wanted to say when they turn 18, give it to them, but in these days, people get online way earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you find it a good time for them to get it.
Cool.
And when they get it, they'll be like, wow, this is amazing. This is when this started, and this is when that started, and this is the video, instead of posting them on social media.
Yeah, he'll think that, or she'll think that's interesting. We didn't do that with Oliver, our little baby. He's doing great, but that's a great idea. I do know that his mom takes lots of awesome photos of him, and same with Sky. But Sky has a new email address, actually, so the family uses that, and we correspond with her via her email. She's liking that. She's 5. Oliver's just he was born July 28th, so he's like July, August, September. He's almost 3 months.
3 months, it flies by.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
He got
yeah.
some shots the other day. He had 3 little shots at the doctor. They were big shots to him though, because he's
Yes.
still really little. He's 13 pounds now.
Yeah, so
So-
pretty healthy.
He's doing good. Yeah, his mom
Yeah.
is very attentive to him. They're a team too. They're a cute team.
Yeah.
And we are a big team, all of us. It's interesting to see. You're talking about kids and families, so
Yeah, this is alright. I just wanted to mention that because like one of my friends has a like 1 year and a half child, and I suggest that to her to like make an email and. Alright, you can open the door. That's alright. Alright, let her in. I think she has keys. Okay, so I suggested to my friend to make an email for her.
You guys haven't started?
We are already. Mhm.
well, we just went to let Shay in to the studio.
Yeah, she can grab a chair if she likes to.
Yeah. Shay's the president of the UMKC KRU radio.
I always start my text with her with say, "Hey boss." Hey boss.
I like that.
Hi boss.
Well, we have a team here that puts everything together and allows us to be on the air, so it's great. And we have more and more programming being created as the semester goes on, so it's cool.
Yeah, we have. Well, no spoilers alert. You will see it soon. So that's one of the things you can do for your child, which is the email. I think it's going to be a really good present to give them to on a certain age. And moving on to the next topic. Okay. All right. Sitting with older people brings you knowledge. That's the opening sentence to that. I didn't understand that when I was a child, and I was just like, hey, I just want to hang out with my dad and his friends. They seem to have fun. And would they laugh and look at each other, and I'm like, what do they mean? I don't understand any of this. But at an older age, which is 20, 23, 25, if you sit with an older people, like 60 plus, 70 something, you will learn a lot. The way they talk to each other, the things they appreciate. According to Eric Erickson, they are in the elderhood life stage. So I would take that to a personal example and say, when I was in Saudi Arabia, I go to my friend's farm, friend's dad farm, and we sit down after not too far after sunset, like an hour after sunset, sometimes a little bit before, and I would listen to those older guys just talk. So some of them has children that are older than me, or grandchildren that are older than me, but they seem in a pretty good, healthy state of mind. I can see them just joke with each other. Oh yes, or no. But the thing they appreciate with each other are great. So me as an example, as a 25-year-old guy, when I sit with them, I would just like have a different view of life. And at the same time, if they start talking about the past, especially, it's different. It's from their point of view. There are basically, each one of them is basically a chapter or a whole book of history of that city that they lived in.
I like that. That's great. Yeah, I agree with you, Mohammed. There's great wealth derived from our, adult mentor figures and family figures. Yeah, I kind of gained my knowledge a little bit differently, but it's still about people sitting around talking, sharing info, people who are older, informing, educating people who are younger.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true.
Whether it be your immediate parents or your grandparents or your friends' parents or just friends. Or people who might have been put in your life to make an impact, specifically for a specific reason that your parents kind of put there to help make that impact or teach that lesson. Yeah.
Muhammad, look both ways before you cross the street. Why? But after I got hit by a car, I understand why. I don't get on with strangers in their car, even as an adult. Nope. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. Because, it's for your own safety. Be careful who you are friends with. Because, who is Muhammad? Oh, he hangs out with this guy and this guy. Oh, he must be a good guy then. He hangs out with this guy and that guy. Oh, no, that's not a good person. Who you hang out with is, be careful who you hang out with.
My grandfather was really big on that, Bernard. He always told me that we were known by the friends that we kept. And I would have to say, depending on what my situation has been, wherever I've been, there's a variety of friends out there that, myself or other people have. It just depends on the situation. So, yeah, I do try to keep, watch on the friends that I keep. It's important.
Yeah, right. Friends are the worst enemies or something like that.
Yeah, I try to reduce the number of friends I have for that reason. Just keep to myself and my girlfriend and my children and
yeah, keep them safe.
Even family is challenging, so just our little unit to keep it safe.
That's very true. That's very
I feel safe at school for the most part too.
I do too.
Yeah.
I really do. I've been here one time at 11 p.m. And I just walked around campus. There's no one there, just me, and it felt pretty safe. I mean, there are emergency poles almost everywhere.
That's
you
nice.
can
There's
reach
some
that, or
additions.
you can call the campus security if you are not feeling safe or something, and you can be like, I'm not feeling safe going from Hag Hall to the student union.
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna escort you if you
They
like
will.
to. Yeah.
That's great.
That's what they're there for, safety. And I read that yesterday on social media. A friend of mine, he put that in Arabic and says, without safety there is no sleep, or without security there is no sleep. So it's one of the basic human needs.
That's right.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs, as you know. So we cannot go further if we don't have safety. We don't want to go political either.
Right. I understand what it's like to not have safety where I sleep at times, and that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, I understand.
A locked door is nice.
Very
A
nice.
bed is nice. A floor, when necessary, if that's all you've got. But yeah, I've understood that whole process of living it from a different perspective than I think a lot of people, because I kind of had to go on the road to make my living and get so I did that. And I seem to have had a living spot wherever I went, a motel, my car.
That's very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
And now I'm creating stability here in the home, the heart of America.
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City, that's right. And
We know.
my family is here, going to school here. We are doing our radio show here, trying to inspire people from here.
Yes.
Give people information. Information is great. Provides great insight, and it's important. You bring a different perspective than I would have.
That's for sure. And your perspective is different than mine. That's what makes us better
That's right.
and stuff. How to create something beautiful without having different perspectives. Is that right?
Well, that could go directly into your shirt.
What is it?
Your shirt is
By the way, I love shirts. If you're gonna give me a free shirt, I will be totally down for that. Okay, so I told you to mention this shirt earlier and before the show, and I this is not a promotion or anything. I'm just wanna put that story out as a wearable note. A couple of weeks ago, there was a 5K/10K run that's sponsored by UMKC University. We would go around campus and then down a little bit north or south, further south or further north for the 10K, and a little bit like a shorter circuit for the 5K. And we are almost at the end. And what my volunteer job is basically to fill up cups of water and give them to them. I had a dream the night before, and it was like, marathon wise, and then like, wow. And when reality came, it's not as vivid as the dream, but at the same time, things happen, and where I hang the cup a little bit like that, and someone will pick it up. Sometimes it would just like throw on the ground. There's nothing on there. Like when they catch it, there's nothing in it. Sometimes they just throw it on their face. Sometimes they just stop and pick up more than one. It was really super fun. I felt pretty satisfied by doing that volunteer job.
Good. That's neat.
I woke up like at 6 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, they're early. They do these things early.
Super early.
So they don't get too hot when they're running that distance.
That's true. And the weather was amazing. Like,
good.
I was hesitant. I had a hoodie. I took it off in the middle, and I didn't know. The event itself, where things happen, there are some residents who live in that area, which is, I understand how difficult for them. They cannot get to their houses or from their houses to outside because of the event. So sometimes they ask permission from the police so they can go through, and some of them don't, and then they get chased down. Tickets. At the end of the event, the last one is followed by 2 police cars, so they can like close the event after her. And I would feel great if there are 2 police cars, just like making sure that I get there to the end of the 5K or 10K safely. It would be great. Above all of that, free shirt.
Cool.
Alright, how about your shirt? You have a golf?
Yeah, Cameron Dye, my girlfriend,
triangle,
and the mom to my cute little baby, our cute little baby, went and made these awesome shirts. She did an incredible image board, dream board of what our logos and what our image would look like for intergalactic golf, intergalactic energy, and just what we're working on. And so this was one of our first designs. It's a shaded pyramid with a sun rising, which is really a golf ball. And this is kind of, if it's positioned accordingly, it kind of looks like a keyhole. And I'm trying to illustrate that this vision and agenda might be a solution, and we have to open the door through this keyhole, which is really about putting golf in the proper place and promoting it appropriately. And so this is a first step to doing that through what we're working on. Same with the show. Being able to promote it occasionally through the show is important. So thanks. Yeah, I enjoy the design. The design is excellent. It's really good. She's a great designer, and I enjoy seeing what she creates. She's really smart.
I can see that, and it's pretty cool. The font, is that a Star Wars font?
I don't know what kind of font.
Spacey.
It's spacey though. Yeah, spacey. We actually took it to a t-shirt spot up, Good Times T-shirts up north in Liberty, and Cameron and the person worked on it. Had them turned around here pretty quick, and love them. So I told her I would wear it. Thankfully, we have a new shirt.
I have a new shirt too.
Yeah. You got a UMKC Roo, which was originally designed by Walt Disney, which is really neat. Walt Disney designed the first UMKC Roo mascot image.
No idea.
The guy that did Walt Disney World.
I know, but I had no idea.
You didn't have an idea of that? Okay, so he used to live in Kansas City, and actually this will tie in nicely. In a couple weeks, I think October 30th is a Wednesday, we'll follow up your show and 30 minutes after with an intergalactic power hour, and we will be interviewing a man named Ron Green, who's a former long-term executive at Hallmark, who worked with basically the Missouri school system to create programming, and then he will talk about his renovation work on the Laugh-O-Gram Studios, which was Disney's first studios down in the urban core of Kansas City. Before he left Kansas City and went to LA and became the man that he is known of with Mickey. It started here in Kansas City, so we're bridging the gap here through Mohammed's awesome shirt and the programs that will start in a couple of weeks on the Intergalactic Power Hour and our guests. So yeah, this is a lead up to that.
I'm gonna make sure that this shirt is washed by that time.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Hand wash it.
hand wash it, leg wash it.
I'm gonna hand wash this one. This is too delicate, and this is our first version and edition. What we plan on doing with this one is adding silver, black, gold accents and changing colors and kind of creating some cool images with just the triangle and the ball, and then we'll move from there. But this is just the first edition.
I love shirts.
Thanks. Yeah.
I love shirts that strikes up a conversation.
Yeah.
I like a shirt that says, "Hey," without a comment or with a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
I like both.
shirt.
I like both of ours. I like the kangaroo logo. He's affectionate, and he's contagious, and he's affable. He's fun.
Kangaroo.
The kangaroo, and he's very nurturing. They take care of their young. They're marsupials.
Yeah, they have that pocket thing.
That's right. They have a marsupial pouch.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah,
cool.
that's where the kangaroo, the joey.
And they're pretty good boxers.
They've been known to knock people out. In or out of the ring, they've been put in for promotional and for content wise. They've been put up against the best of the best in boxers. They have big kangaroos have put on kangaroo, boxing trunks and shoes and boxing gloves and gone out there and done it. Their thing on a person.
Are you a big fan of documentaries?
I love documentaries. Yeah.
What do you usually watch? Just category wise.
Well, I like to watch biographies or documentaries on people's lives, what they're doing, how they became who they are.
Mm-hmm. Like that musician Queenie or something. I'll pick up his name. I saw his documentary last night. He is pretty old musician. He is like 80 something by now. It was released. The documentary was released in 2018, and they show footage of him being with a lot of celebrities, but I don't know about him.
What's his name?
It has a Q in it. That doesn't help a lot, I know.
Don't know, but
If we had a third guy, he would look it up for us.
No.
But he's not here.
No, we're fine. Okay, with regards to that, we'll have to get back to you on that. But
okay, I will look it up after the show and see what's up with it. What other documentaries you like to watch other than people how they became successful?
I like indigenous population documentaries on how tribes in the in the very untouched parts or the nearly touched parts of the world are existing within Mother Nature, who has been damaged, she has been damaged.
How societies develop?
Well, how indigenous societies are being pressured within their own environment because of the outside elements like consumerism and capitalism. So I like watching videos like that.
That's pretty cool.
I like the Powasquatsi series that is by a famous guy named Ron Frick. Yeah. Ron Frick is a documentary filmmaker. On these, he does slow motion action sequences to capture the movement of clouds, people, cars through their natural environment, logs down rivers that are being floated in the Amazon, even tribal people going through their process and their ceremonies, all on slow format or fast format action. It's very neat, and there's no sound. There's except the soundtrack. There is no words except music.
So you just watch things go down.
Yes.
I like documentaries too.
What do you like to watch, Mohammed?
I don't know. It just causes me to laugh. I like to watch I like to watch various things, but I want to emphasize on documentaries because like that's what we are talking about right now. I don't really love war documents unless like I just power through it because I have to know a little bit of history before to know what's up about things that happen. Documentaries that attracts me usually about investigations. So cold cases, for example.
Those are really cool.
Like Al Bundy, if you heard about him, he is a serial.
You like those kind? Okay.
Well, it is pretty pulling. Like the negativity of it will pull you in. Like how a person can be that negative. How a person can do that much evil.
Man, I think that, I don't know, I think there's a fine line, keeping all of us from doing some pretty crazy things in our life. Which is, what is it? Moral value?
I don't know.
It's a sanity switch that hasn't been switched to insanity yet. That's part of it.
Yeah.
Part of our insanity switch goes off at different times in our life, under intense pressure, extreme doubt that held against us, people doubting us. Just the challenges of life, being able to provide, all of those really can push those.
I don't know. Like I've seen interviews of those
Mm-hmm.
people, and they are pretty normal. Maybe even not normal geniuses.
Well, they've had a switch flip that went
that's
insane. I mean, I know, I can get upset, and gosh, do I feel like I can go there? No, I'm not there, but I feel upset. I think all of us feel upset at different times or disappointed. It just depends on what your anger level gets to.
Well, if I got so pissed, I would flip a table, throw something at the wall, but not perfectly plan on someone else and do it more than once and such until.
Well, I don't think that's right. I think we should move on topic-wise.
All right.
Okay,
I just want to recommend
the documentary, right? Okay. I don't know. That wasn't my idea. Okay.
I want to recommend a documentary that's called Long Shot, where a person got wrongfully accused of murder, and the 40 minutes documentary just talks about how he is innocent, or basically the court is not listening to him.
For those kind of purposes, it's very serious, and legislature and the judicial branch need to work, for the people through a bunch of processes. Criminal justice class served me well with understanding how that process works. Yes. It's a very stringent process, but there are a lot of people who are just guilty, and people do bad things, and anyways.
Mistakes.
Yeah, well, some are more than mistakes.
Yes, that's true. I understand.
So next topic would be something of more pleasure than a negative documentary. Let's talk about, it's your call, this is your show, so.
Let's talk about happiness.
Okay.
All right. To you, or to me, we're trying to discuss it in an unbiased way, where let's like put your point of view out of it, my point of view out of it, and see how it goes. It's very simple, which is, does money equals happiness? If I ask a couple of friends, they would say yes. I would say why? It's like, because without money you cannot go to school. Without money you cannot buy a car. Without money you cannot get a house. But is that really what is it about? Okay, let's say that you made the basics out of that. You have a car, which is a privilege. You have a house, which is sometimes a privilege. And you have a steady job or education. Other than that, you don't actually need money. You need to work on your actual happiness. And how to bring that in. There is, I don't want to bring back the documentary segment, but
No, let's not. Let's move on.
Okay, there is a movie that's called The Secret, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically talks or says that um, your happiness is not my happiness. For example, I wanted, my happiness is to get a BMW car, but your happiness is not to get that car. You just want another type of car, or not even a car, you want a bike. So if I got a bike that he makes him happy, I'm not gonna be happy because that's not what I wanted.
Okay, well, for me, I'm a pretty simple person with regards to the things that I need. I need to take care of my family. I need my family to feel safe. I need the people, I need to be in school, moving, my agenda forward. So my simplicity and things that I need, I think helps me be happy. When things get too complicated, I'm not happy. So I try to keep things simple. I'm a minimalist. I have a lot of paperwork right now because I'm trying to edit stuff, and my girlfriend wonders why I have all this paperwork. She does a really good job with that because I'm constantly editing. Oh yeah, she says that, yeah, if I were to get successful, I would like to have nicer things, but right now I'm just trying to create stable foundation that I lacked being able to do at a younger age, unfortunately. But I feel that she has actually been a force for stabilizing me, my son, my daughter, Sky, this whole new life that I am so thankful to have come upon here in Kansas City, the heart of America, which is, I don't always give it as the credit I should. I am very thankful to be here, right now. Cameron's listening, she's texting me. She asked us to quit talk and move on.
Okay. Quick talking about happiness? Come on.
No, just previous topic. No, she's happy that we've moved into that. But she did say, I want a jet. Yeah, and she's right. If I were to become successful and I needed to be at one place, and 30 minutes later I need to be across the country or down the road, yeah, that'd be nice.
Fire up that
That's a
jet.
dream, though. That's a dream for my success and for my family.
You want to see me fly?
Mohammed, it's nice of you not to make fun of me.
No, I'm not. A jet is a jet. I think I like it in video games. I like to fly my jet.
Yeah, I don't need one. I can get in a car, a train. I can drive. Cameron and I talk about an RV or a camper all the time, so we can take our children on the road.
All the time?
No, not all the time. Kansas City is our home. But
Understandable.
occasionally we want to get on the road and go for a road trip. Yeah, we haven't gone to Colorado. Cameron, I want to take her to Colorado so she can see the mountains. I want to take my children to the mountains so they can see the snow in that kind of environment.
Watching them on TV is not enough.
I think my greatest happiness is being with my family. When my girlfriend is happy and content, when my babies are happy, that is my greatest day. Just in our living room, wherever we're at, just together, or in the car. We're around the city a lot because of our whereabouts. With liberty, independence, we've been just driving all over
I feel
Kansas City.
I feel happy whenever I see an RV driving on a highway.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, they're gonna have fun.
They're gonna have fun. They're going somewhere far too.
Yeah, it's gonna be the worst trip ever. You never know.
You can just pull over and, like at a lake, you can go off-roading and make anywhere yours.
Everywhere
that's
is
neat.
home, basically.
Yeah, that's really neat.
Home is where you are with me.
That's right, and home is where the heart lives. Home is where the heart lives.
You know where my heart lives?
No.
In my rib cage.
Okay. Well, then you are at peace at peace with yourself.
Yes.
And if you are able to love yourself, then you're able to love your neighbor better, I think.
Yes.
I think so.
And when I'm here, I'm here. When I am outside, I am outside. When I'm at home, I am at home. I like to try not to wish that I am in a different place. I cannot say, okay, I cannot wait to get back home so I can be comfortable again. No, be comfortable here.
That's really good.
That's where you
That's
are.
a really good point, Mohammed. I have a problem with that. I do feel great comfort at home with my family,
Of course,
in
it is
front of my
family.
computer, working, and I also feel good at school. So it just depends. Home is where the heart is. That's right, my
That's
love.
right.
I love you,
Oh.
honey, Cameron, and Oliver, my little Oliver TJ. To Oliver, I told you went to the doctor yesterday and got shots, and
Yes.
he was not happy about that. But his Papa Peter, his grandfather, my dad, came by last night and gave him hugs and kisses, and so that definitely, I think, made him feel better. His mom, Cameron, is such a good mom, and just it's awesome to watch them. I am on cloud nine most all the time with these two, and I told you last week we got attacked by pit bulls the night before I came on the air.
Yeah.
It was really scary. I'm glad that is not the situation right now.
Yeah, I'm
I feel a
happy
lot
that
better.
you could pull through it.
Yeah, that was really scary, Mohammed.
I understand. There are pit bulls, and some things are scarier than the others. And I will not feel very comfortable, especially if there are two pit bulls coming at me at night.
My poor girl and my baby. I was wearing the baby in a backpack-like thing on the front side. It's
Yeah.
like a pouch for the baby.
Just like the kangaroo.
Yeah, that's right. Just like the kangaroo. So it all works.
So it was at night, right?
It was at night.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm glad you pulled through it. No.
So, in Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
where does your heart live over there? Where is that?
Oh. That's my hometown. My hometown. Even though.
Give a shout out to your hometown.
Shout out to my hometown.
Yeah, they're listening.
Actually, I was on a video conference with my friends in Saudi Arabia, and they are not even over there. They are not in the same place, not even in the same city. One of them is like 2 or 3 hours away from the others, and two maybe in the same city or different city. I'm not sure exactly, but what is it? Yeah, they are in different cities too. So we are from like different places, just talking with each other. Until you came in with the equipment, and I had to excuse myself. But that was like, what, 5 minutes call? And it's just like, shout out. I mean, like, I feel connected back. I feel like I just came back from there
That's awesome.
for a little bit.
These
So
are close
shout
friends.
out to my friends.
Yeah.
That
In what city? In what city?
HASA, which is Hassa.
Hassa, Saudi Arabia. Inshallah, Hassa.
Shout out to my friend Music. Shout out to my friend ASA. And shout out to my friend The Professor. Those are nicknames.
I know.
Obviously.
I gathered that.
It's Abdullah, Ahmed, and Abdul Jalil.
Oh my gosh! Wow, cool. And I call you Mo.
Yeah,
Short
Mo.
for Mohammed.
You know, my name takes a lot of space when I put it on a
square
form.
box.
Oh my god!
You gotta fill in all those boxes.
Yeah, and when I has to fill out the Scantron, oh my god, it takes like, okay,
That's a lot of patience, man.
Yeah, when I miss a letter, I just like.
Oh no.
Yeah, some people. That's why people leave before me. It's because I'm OCD about those circles. That's one, and two, my name takes so long that people already got 5 questions in.
Oh. That's a good one.
What
Good
can
one.
I do? That's
Well,
my name.
Yeah, you shortened it to Mo.
I
so-
shortened it to Mo. It's not M-O, that's it, no. M-O-E.
Okay, M-O-E.
M-O-E. Like
Okay.
in the Simpsons show, there's that bartender.
There's also the Three Stooges.
Well, that
Mo.
works too. I need 2 stooges. Right, come in, please, right now. Like we are from k-ro.org.
Right, we're going to, it's 15 minutes until our closing.
Yes.
So we got a couple more topics to talk about.
Yes.
All right.
You can find us on YouTube. Just search for Sweet Canal, and you will find us. The lowest subscription channel. That's us.
No, but you know what? That low subscription channel gives back profits. You know, I don't think we're set up that way, but the artists who utilize that and they're claiming, you know, billions of views, they're getting paid.
I'm
They're
very
getting paid.
happy about this. It's hitting from various angles.
It's great. It's a
For
great
me
resource.
to communicate with you, that's one. You're a pretty cool guy to hang out with.
Well, you're nice to say that. We have some commonalities and abilities to talk about topics that
Yes.
beneficial.
Yes.
We haven't gone too deep yet with agendas and stuff. We're just focused on a variety of topics right
We
now.
are focused on getting the groove of this show.
That's right. This is new for both of us.
The second thing I like about this, it's works for my portfolio, works for my resume, works for my, hey, I want to apply for a job on a interview show, talk show, late night show, or whichever it is. Yes, I look pretty good in a suit.
Right.
And
which we actually
This
just have
could be-
t-shirts.
yes.
No suits right now. We're pretty
Yes.
low key, laid back at the college radio station right now, which is being broadcast globally though, because it's digitally broadcast. We're not transmitted through a satellite. We're transmitted through the internet.
Internet, which is the best and newest platform ever. It will be a long time before this one gets old. This, other than this, working from a portfolio, works as a job or an audition, a job application. And one of the best things that I find personally is when my family or friends over there listen to me. It's basically, they feel more connected. Because this is not a 2-minute show or 2-minute video where a lot of editing is involved. This is just me being me talking about things with Luke.
It's good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not a lot of high-level production because we don't need that for this kind of show. This is just talking, conversation with coffee. I'll a lot of times have coffee.
Thank you for the coffee.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
to
you for the
Jasmine.
coffee.
Jasmine's downstairs in the student union of UMKC. We also have our coolies, kru.org. We like giving the shout outs as necessary to people who are supporting us and who are to come. Like I gave a shout out to Ron Green, who is responsible for Digistory. He has a platform here in Kansas City called Digistory. He teaches youth how to animate with real simple stop time video and animation claymation. It's really cool, and that's really a first stage to, you know, animation for video games, etc. Do you want to? I have a topic actually.
Go ahead.
Like things going on around town. Do you have anything you want to mention that's going on and coming up that you would like people to attend, or that need to be informed about?
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
The 11th.
On October 11th, there is an event in World War I Museum at 6 or 6:30. It's American Jewish History. There might be a couple of lectures over there. I'm actually going there as an experience. Other than that, it's my history class requirements. They are asking us to go over there and take notes, basically, and see how it goes. Almost whenever a class sends me out to go to an event in a museum or something, it's not a bad experience.
No, it's always cool,
It's
right?
like being in class, but not really.
It's always cool. I love it. I will tell you, that sounds like a very important agenda item to put on your calendar. I feel like the experiences that I learn about at school, like that are posted on our walls or that our teachers tell us about, are very meaningful. I always find great satisfaction in attending any kind of outside event that's correlated with UMKC or the Coffin Foundation. It's pretty remarkable.
A couple of years ago, my photography class teacher asked us to go to the Atkins Museum, where they're gonna bring actually about an 80-year-old guest that he was shooting photos during the 60s and such. And he was just a guy holding a camera, just going around taking pictures.
He was a hippie photographer? No?
No. He took a lot of pretty good pictures. I wish till this day that I knew that we were gonna talk about this so I can pull up his name. It's not gonna be hard. But me being there near or where an actual photographer lived about, let's say, 60 years of photography in his life, maybe more than that. And he would go between gangs and take pictures as well, riots and such. You know how the 60s went. So that's a touch of history. That's a very good touch of history.
Yeah, that topic, on that topic of a photographer capturing a certain piece of history or a certain niche experience, that is of interest to him, or then that's what makes photographers so important and so valuable to society, oftentimes overlooked unless they're taking photos for weddings or baby pictures. They do a lot more. One is they document history, and at the end of their life or near the end of their life, when you take their incredible body of work, if they're an active photographer, they've either been working on assignment for newspapers or magazines or a random variety of things they could be doing. You can look at their body of work and tell a great deal about humankind from it, which is pretty interesting.
In the previous days, it's not cheap to get a film camera. That's why each person who has one will take his time and appreciate the moment as well. Take that picture and expect what it's gonna be at that time with too much exposure or too little, and then we'll go through the process with the red room, dark room, and yes, I have a picture. Speaking of that, my dad has a hobby of taking pictures. So he took pictures around the city where he went, where he traveled, and the golf as well, and our family's pictures. There was about 15 albums. Picture here, picture there,
Cool.
picture of him, picture of me, and I'm like going through them. This guy is an artist, like he is on point.
Cool.
He's taking pictures. Sometimes he take a picture of somewhere that is still exists to this day. Or I would look at the background and see, oh my god, those 80s car, the Caprice and Chevrolets.
In Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia or in Bahrain, which is the country you went to.
How neat. Yes.
And by the way, what are you doing there?
I flew, I like, I don't want to, you were talking about the trucks and your dad's photography, which is important.
Yes, that's very important.
It's cool.
Yeah, I looked at his pictures last time I went back to Saudi Arabia, and I talked to my sister in order for her to give me the family albums that which she kept. I kept the art ones where he went places, but she kept the ones that has family photos. And I said, oh my god, this guy's now married. This guy's 40 years old.
How old was your dad when he got married?
I think 25.
Oh. Okay.
It's
somebody else.
You're
talking about someone else in the photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, as my family grew up, he takes pictures of the kids that are now adults or older than me. I was the infant, or maybe not even in the pictures, because it was before my time. And I can see which brother took care of me on the pictures, who wanted to hold me in order to be in that photo. And some stuff we have over there is maybe like we just throw away, like a cabinet or something, or some stuff still exists to this day that we have. That's
yeah,
pretty
I love
cool.
pictures from the past. Cameron is on me to get my mom to get the pictures from my baby time, so that she can see how Oliver and I either look alike or don't look alike. And really, I think Oliver looks like a beautiful cross between all of us, and so that's nice. But family pictures are very important and special.
That's true.
As far as why I was in Bahrain, I was there because I was on a Gulf Air, which is the Bahrain national airline.
Yeah.
The Al Khalifas own that through the government, which is all unique. Established, but they were very nice, and I flew with them and the soccer team of Bahrain from Dubai to London on Gulf Air in 2009. I was coming from Dubai, where I was doing some research and interviews and work on the European tour. I met with a variety of leaders over there for the project that I'm working on right now, which is intergalactic. So it's been going on for a long time, Mohammed.
Connecting between two galaxies.
That's right. So we're trying to connect the dots between two very large and important countries that utilize a significant amount of fossil fuels and which provide the rest of the world with our fossil fuels. And it's important that we all begin communicating along a different paradigm, way of thinking, and so I think that that's part of our responsibility too. Thankfully, Mohammed does understand what I'm doing and thinks that these kind of changes are important. We can probably make the best kind of change through programs like this, where we're given the opportunity to speak openly and freely to as many people as possible, and that's probably one of the reasons that we both find this program an opportunity to be important and very worthwhile to us.
Renewable energy.
Yes, that's right.
Canals connect two bodies of water that may not have the same level. Intergalactic connects two galaxies. That's much
right.
bigger than you think.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's right.
Between, the land and then space and then basically, the atmosphere. I think we have to take all of it into consideration. It's all part of the intergalactic space-time continuum.
Let's travel through time.
We're not focused on intergalactic space travel currently. We're just focused on empowering people with the agenda set out by the company and utilizing the name brand Intergalactic to empower youth as well, and to hopefully get them inspired and driven to unique new opportunities. We're closing down though here. Yes. On the show.
When you get it onto the intergalactic rocket, fasten your seatbelt, because you may travel to another galaxy. Just in case. Oh my god. Fasten your seatbelt. Just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. Just in case. Alright, my voice is going out. I think I'm gonna get sick this week or something. I hope not. I really hope not. Like, I'm not feeling it, but I'm glad I got through this show.
Really? I didn't know anything.
And it's now showing up. Like, within the last 10 minutes, I've started to feel it. So, oh my god, I hope not, because I don't want to be laughing. The next show will be like, I don't want that.
Okay.
I hope I don't get sick.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, that's alright. We're gonna be fine, don't worry. We discussed nice topics today.
For the most part. I tried to
know,
with some little outside help from Cameron, we got shifted off of that one topic. Thank you. Sorry. Okay.
I'll just keep that private for now.
We're going to cut that out, I think.
Happy. Life is full of flowers. Pick one and give it to your loved one.
That's good. I like that.
Color.
Do we want to sign off?
Yes.
We're getting to that time. All right. Well, from KRU and UMKC here in the heart of America, Kansas City, KRU station. We're signing off from Sweet Canal.
Signing off from Sweet Canal. Thank you for listening. I am distant away from the mic. Hello.